Hey everyone, welcome back to another battle report. This is round one of the fully loaded GT, hosted by our good friends at Loaded Dice Gaming Group up in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. They've been around for a while now and they're good friends of ours. I also want you guys to check out the link in this video and every video of fully loaded GT. Our good friend Chet, who runs this GT and is an awesome guy, he, besides his normal career, he also writes children's books. I have an 18-month-old boy, and he absolutely loves Chetty D's books. There's going to be a link in there for Amazon. Check it out if you got a youngin. These are great books. Definitely, show him some love, man. So anyway, round one, I am going up against Goblins. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the meta and the fourth edition scene, but Goblins are pretty good. And you're about to see an excellent list piloted by a longtime Goblin player. So I have my hands full. I knew I had my hands full. If there's one saving grace, I feel like this game is a sideways deployment and it's dominate scenario. I thought if I had any chance against Goblins, this would be the scenario that would be best for me. So let's see how it works out. Here's the list I took to the tournament. It's the same list that I just played in this last battle report, but if you haven't seen it, here we go. I got Nimue, Nimue, Way Dancer. I got an Army Standard Bearer with the heal 3. Really like the heal on the Army Standard Bearer because it's something to do, especially when those lines meet up. Mage on Horse with Blizzard. Blizzard's great. 2 Hordes of Palace Guard. 1 with Chalice of Wrath for the Retaliate. After 5 games, I dig it. You'll see as it comes into play sometimes and sometimes not. Sometimes people avoid it too because, giving me an extra crushing strength isn't what you really want. 2 Troops of Critters. 1 Regiment of Stormwind Cav with the Boots of Striding. And 3 Glade Stalkers. I got a Dracon Regiment with the Brew of Haste. I probably will never play Dracon Riders again without Brew of Haste. The 20 inches is just, it's a must have. It's basically, consider your Dracon Riders can't get any items. All they can get is an extra, extra 2 inches on their charge. If we all had an extra 2 inches, we'd probably be in good shape. Anyway, 2 Dragon Breaths to round out the list. And my opponent, Steve, is playing, of course, he's playing Goblins. He has in his first battalion, 2 wizards, 1 with Inspiring Talisman that has Blood Boil and Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth seems to be making a comeback. I don't know if it ever was up. It's really good because you see a lot of at least 1 cav unit per game, and they're usually rocking Jesse boots like I do. And Scorched Earth is a pain in the ass for that. So he also has another wizard with Banechant weakness, 1, 2, 3, 4 regiments of rabble, a big rock thrower, and a war trombone. Excellent choices. 2 flaggots. No items. They're just there for their inspiring support, which are very inspiring, which is great for the Gobos. Another wizard with the Periscope. He has Hex and Alchemist Curse, and then another one with Blizzard, just stacking all the spells. I mean, it's a great idea. 2 regiments of Luggett gangs. I have to go to another page. Do not adjust your sets. His list keeps going. It's 4 regiments of rabble, 2 regiments of Fleabag riders that have the Maniac upgrade, which gives them an extra thunder charge. 1 has Jesse boots, of course, because you can't leave home without it. 2 more rock throwers, 2 more war trombones. 15 minutes, and I finally get my opponent's list. Into the battle report. 24 unit strength. 24 drops, 36 unit strength. Wow. If you haven't played Goblins, there are 2 command orders. Unleash the Mop-Ups gives them 6 extra attacks that always hit on 4 with Crush 1. Why not? And then Stand on Your Head. This doesn't really come into play that often, but I could see some uses for it in a different kind of list. Anyway, let's get at it. Here is my deployment. I am kind of deploying right of center, I guess. So we have this impassable terrain here, got a forest here. I do have the ability to scout up onto this hill so that I can see deep into that direction to put threats on all his little characters that are going to try to be hiding behind the lines, I assume. This is where I'm not happy. So the Cav and my Dracon and you'll see it there. There's impassable terrain here, and his rock lobbers are like way over here. I'm trying to set up that I just can't get rocks dropped on my head. Um, Although, like, I feel the good thing is with like the Dracon riders, if I need them to come this way, they can. I mean, I could even like kind of slide the cav in that way if I want to. But I think maybe I should have brought one over. I feel like I could have used some more support on this flank, and you'll see how that goes. So Dragon Breath there. There's my BSB. There's my Horde. Here's the retaliation horde, and the reason why these guys go down here is because you'll see on his deployment. My critters in behind, there's a Way Dancer and another Dragon Breath locking down this side. So, yep, that's that side of that flank, and then so this is my left flank. His right flank, very, very heavy. I'm going to do my best to recognize which is which. This is Rabble, 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 Luggets, Rabble, Cav, and BSB. His 3 rock lobbers. I think that guy is a mage. I think this is the Blizzard mage. Cav, Luggets. I got her delete. Yeah, Luggets, Rabble, Rabble, Rabble. Trombone, trombone. I think this is third trombone. Some kind of mage, some kind of mage, some kind of mage. It's so much. It's so much. I can't. I don't know. How am I gonna do this? Hopefully, yeah. There's another shot of just the depth of everything, and I don't know. That's a glory picture down the line. Okay, so he does get first turn, and I am okay with that. Although, and you'll see I scouted up on the right side. Although I love getting shots early, just in this particular scenario, I feel like I'm protected enough that he's not going to be able to do too much on the first turn. So, and then, 6-turn shenanigans like pushing into the center. This line, the dominate zone is probably something like that. It actually probably extends a little bit higher there. So yeah, he moves up like this. My idea here, so he's gonna be pushing this way, and probably what I'm thinking is like this line's gonna kind of hold, so that he can, effectively get some range in. His cav units look like he pushes them up in front here. Look like they're gonna try to like get to the flanks. This one's kind of held in reserve. Maybe, if things don't go well on this flank, he's going to pull it this way. They have a lot of movement. They're speed 10, so he's kind of keeping them in reserve, and also they're kind of out of my range for my shooting. So yeah, he's going to push up. And so my tactic here is, my whole thinking in this game was like, I want both my Palace Guard like in the center, just fighting nonstop, getting backed up with heals, and hopefully my range can take out some of his range, take out as many units as they can possibly take off. I need my Dragon Breath to come in because they can do a lot of damage to Rabble, get them into the game. The Cav is, they do worry me a little bit. I don't want them getting in flanks because they could be pretty nasty. They only have 16 attacks and they hit on 4s. With Crush, but Thunder 2 is a problem. So, yeah, my idea was like, get the Palace Guard in the middle, keep them alive, let them fight. No one, I just don't feel like anyone can take them in melee. They're gonna just keep slaughtering goblins. Like that's the goal. So yeah, his line pushes up like this, and his shooting goes off. He did have some angles to shoot at my Dracon, and it does 6 wound to the Dracon. So now my heal already has a focus, which is actually the fact that I go second is also good because now I have something to heal in the first turn, rather than getting all my shots off, getting shot, and then my turn 2 I'm healing type of thing. So my turn 1, as you can see, my Gladestalkers are up on the hill here, getting a nice little height advantage, and I decide to start pushing forward. I push the Palace Guard into the woods. That's going to get them cover from any type of shooting. I think I'm out of like his effective range of the trombones, but I'm not 100% sure. but I doubt they really want to take cover shots if there's other options. So I bring the critters over here. I'm not 100% sure why. I did inspire them. I don't know if I thought they were safe. I mean, one of the rock lobbers probably can get them. I don't know why I put them there. I think I felt like I might need chaff over here more than I have. So yeah, the my mage is hexed. You'll see that the common trend. My blizzard mage is hexed, but so anyway, I just kept blasting. Um, I'm kind of know what the right word is. I'm kind of funneled here, right? I need my cav to like threaten this way, but he can't see you very well. I'm also trying not to get shot. I end up moving a Dracon in behind. I feel like I'm kind of on my back foot already, and I didn't want to be on my back foot at this stage. But when you get 6 wounds on your Dracon right away, and you're like, damn, that's one of my hammers. Yeah, you kind of you think things over a little bit. So Way Dancer is parked here. She's within 12 to heal here. And then my BSB's here, and has kept the Dracon in his front arc to keep the heal there. And on this side, I push these guys up aggressively. I bring the critters in behind. I also take the Dragon Breath in. And if you'll notice, in my positioning, I didn't do a great job of keeping this Dragon Breath tucked in behind. So, a savvy player could see that edge sticking out and try to charge there. So we'll see how it goes. I start shooting. So anyway, I start blasting. I do 9 wounds to this trombone and I waver it, getting it close to its nerve value. I mean, I think they're only at 10. I don't know if there's like rally for them around, but I came close to like removing that. I just didn't have any more shots to take at him, and the one yeah the one glade stalker unit is on the ground, so he can't see over. So that 3 wounds, because I couldn't fit all 3 glade stalkers on the hill. I had to shoot at the rabble in front. If I add those 3 wounds there, I would take off one of the trombones, which could have been pretty helpful. But anyway, I mean, at least it's wavered for now. Not that it really had any targets or would have a target this next turn either. Over here, I do 4 wounds to these guys, and I honestly can't, for the life of me, think how I did it. Unless, I think it was cats. Yeah, it was. It must have been cats. Hit on 3s, wounding on 4s. That would be a lot. I think it was cats because I don't think the dragon breath was close enough to shoot. So this must have been cats. Yeah. So his 2. And like I said, a savvy player will find that little edge and take it. And I don't blame him. I would too. So he charges his cav into the Dragon Breath. What a mistake that is. All I had to do was get him over a little bit more, and that doesn't happen, and that's unfortunate because now I have a cav that's going to be in my backfield with a rotation here. Probably puts it out of line of sight. Yeah, that's just poor play, man. I mean, you can't go into this room and expect to to get away with little stuff like that. This is a highly competitive room, and yeah, so unlucky. He did. I mean, they are hindered, so he doesn't have any thunders, but that's a war machine, so he's going to get triple attacks, and that's going to be enough to take him out for sure. Pushes up his line like such. He's pushing up like he's not even worried about me. But when you have this much firepower in the background, and you have 3 rock lobbers, and you have a blizzard mage, so he moves his cav. He's starting to bring them out onto the flank, which is juicy to me because I'm up on a hill. I can see over. I'm not going to be in cover. As soon as they get within 24 inches of my glade stalkers, I'm going to shoot them. I'm going to shoot them a lot. 2 can shoot, boy. All right. So yeah, he does some wounds here, does 2 wounds there. This mage took 4 wounds from the Hex because I'm casting Blizzard. There's no way I'm not going to cast Blizzard Thankfully, Hex changed a little bit, whereas you can still move and cast, but or now you can move and cast. But I mean, I really don't. I like Blizzard hitting on threes with Elite because that's a lot of fun. So yeah, and yeah, he did make short work of my Dragon Breath, and of course, he is definitely out of line of sight when he does the reform. Drinking a beer. All right, moving on. My two. Okay, well, let's fight. So I positioned. It's really. This is so thematic. I love it. It's like the elves making the last stand against the goblins back to back. You know, your palace guard, your best anvil that can punch back right in the center of what they need to be and defend. I love it. Um, so what I do, I don't. I can get my palace guards that these uh, the Cav Riders, the Wolf Riders, I forget what they're called, into the front. But what I decide to do instead of just taking a multi-charge, because the Luggets are kind of hanging out there, and the Luggets worry me a little bit, especially if it was like a combo charge with some Cav. I don't know if this might be the Jesse Boots ones also. So you know, Thunder 2, 16 attacks on fours. That's eight. 8 and 3s. You know, eight. Yeah. They're not gonna pop them, but I am gonna be taking some damage. So I that's why I threw the critters up in front of them, just to give me a time if he wants to, start coming in here one at a time. That's fine. So Way Dancer, she moves over here from here, starting a position so that I can, get ready to start healing these guys. And I think she fireballs here, maybe. We'll see as it goes by. My BSB is coming over this way again to try to bring the heal into range of the Palace Guard because they are going to start taking wounds. I don't know how many heals I got off on a Dracon. I don't see there. Oh wait, you can. Yeah, so I only got 2 wounds off the Dracon in the last round. That's unfortunate. This token, I inspire them because that's a good thing to do because they don't really have any inspiring right now. Cav go up into the woods just so that they can see, start threatening things. 18-inch charge range. If this Cav comes over this way too far, I'm going to charge there. I'm not in love with charging anything right away. He also cast. These guys are weakened or they might have Scorched Earth. I'm not sure. But I remember thinking like these I might not pop this rabble on one go for some reason. I think that's what that token is. So I had to use my critters to protect this flank from the other rabble. Yeah, it's tough. Goblins are pretty good. Let's see. Yep, just pushed up. I think these guys moved up a little bit. Uh, and I'm going to start taking shots, I believe, at this Cav. Try to get that Cav off the board. Um, there is that trombone there that has 9 wounds on it. It might. I don't think he has a heal, but so anyway, yeah, I only do 8 wounds. I think it's because I was hindered and weakened. So I was on fours and fours with 25 attacks. That's about where I expected them to be. I think, yeah. So, and then I'm also thinking like he might withdraw here and bring the Luggets in, but the Luggets are going to be hindered. So I think he might just keep them in reserve for now. So yeah, that's how that goes. And yeah, shooting went off on those on the Cav. So that's 12. That's 15. I think they're nerve 16. I think they're nerve 16. And yeah, so they got wavered. We'll take that. Wasn't able to get any shots on there, and they still have their 3 wounds. So yeah, wavered to Cav. I'm gonna keep shooting them till they're off the table and hopefully be ineffective. This turn upside down, turn 3 for the Gobos. All right. So they start making moves. Instead of taking this bait, he backs sidesteps. Yeah, I think he sidesteps with the pivot that you get now. Also, the fireball might have went into them because they have 7 wounds now. So that must have been my fireball because Way Dancer didn't have to heal anything. So he takes his rabble into the flank here to clear that chaff, and then he just takes 1 unit of rabble into the Palace Guard, which is smart. They do have the Chalice of Wrath, so if he takes 2 in at a time, then I will get some extra crushing, and I would have to make some decisions on how I would split up those attacks. Otherwise, he's going to go back in here, of course, and then he double charges my Chaff with his 2 regiments of Rabble. That's a smart move. Yeah, that's that flank. He's reshifting over here, shifting his lines around, waiting for the Legates to get in and start doing some damage. And over here, yeah, just moving his pieces, lining up shots. I'm sure I probably, yeah. So my Cav take 12 damage through the cover and everything that the goblins could put out. Um, Also, like the rock lobbers don't take cover for this type of terrain, and he did have some line of sight for the rock lobbers. So yeah, they were wavered, I believe. The good thing is I do have headstrong. It's part of the battle order that allows me to cast Inspiring Self and Headstrong. So hopefully I can pop a Headstrong on him and pop some heals. Looks like the Dracon are down to 3 wounds, so I was able to heal 3. My healing wasn't the greatest. And you'll see my mage is now up to 12 wounds because he keeps casting Hex on him, and I keep casting anyway. So I need to be able to do damage. I mean, I know there's the one benefit is like his Blizzard Mage is too far to get to my Blizzard Mage, so he has nothing else of range that can hit my Blizzard Mage right now. So that's why I just keep casting Hex. Now, what's going to happen is once I get over the nerve value, which I think I'm getting pretty close to right now, is my Blizzard's going to be halved unless I heal some of that off. But yeah, I mean, I can't not cast Blizzard. Um, as Rabble comes back to only do 3 wounds to Palace Guard, defense 5 against Rabble, it's pretty reasonable. Yep, the chaff is gone, and over here, yeah, my other chaff is gone, and they face my Palace Guard. So yeah, they do only 1 wound. Poor Rabble. Anyway, my turn 3, and you see the clocks. I got about 42 minutes left. The Gobos, they have 30 minutes. They take some time to play. So here comes one of my second mistake of the game, I would say. Um, I left Way Dancer here. I don't know why. Realizing like not thinking that one of these rabble units like can charge her. I knew I think I was really focused on the Cav, right? Like I knew with her fireball that I should be able to do enough damage that I'm going to waver them again. Like I'm getting them close to their devastated value, and I'm pretty confident that I can waver them. The problem is like I can't cast a fireball from here, and I think I got too locked into making sure that they're wavered because they are in the flank of the yeah that's a terrible arrow. They are in the flank here. I need those guys to be wavered because I don't want to take that in the flank. Like as I was saying, my whole point is to keep these Palace Guard topped off and alive and killing rabble as much as they can. So that caused me to keep her there, and that was a really bad move, as you'll see. My Dracon, I decided, I was like, I might have to help this flank. There's a lot of goblins pouring in. Like, this is just so thematic in my mind. I'm such a nerd. Yeah, so many goblins just pouring in, and these elves are trying to make this like last stand. Yeah, I love it. This was such a great game. It was so much fun. And Steve's a great guy, a great player. And so, yep, I cast Blizzard again, and I do more wounds to myself, and now she is devastated at this point. Uh, and then must have rolled Snake Eyes because they have 18 wounds. So yeah, I must have snaked here. That's unlucky. Yeah, because these guys can now go into the flank. I did take my cav up there, and I charged another unit. I forget what I charged there. It might have been Rabble. I'm not 100% sure. No, I don't think it was Rabble. Yeah, I have to look at that. I'm not 100% sure what I charged there. Anyway, I clear this unit of Rabble, and I'm ready for the next unit of Rabble. Now, these have 13 wounds on them, so I was successful in wavering them again, and hopefully I can get them off the table shortly. Once that threat isn't there, I can stand my ground a little bit more here. Turn 4 Gobos with 30 minutes left. It takes one rabble in. And here's where the rabble go into my mage, which was, yeah, it's unfortunate. Mainly because she can't withdraw now because of this impassable terrain. Had I maybe set this up just a little bit different, that she could at least withdraw through my Dracon and be wavered, that would have been a better play. But the way she is now, straight back, and you can't withdraw through terrain. Here he reforms, backs up, and pivots those guys away. Yeah, smart play. I mean, this is rough because this, as I said, my whole plan was like to keep these guys healed, keep them topped off, and now my main healing source is in trouble. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Over here, these guys take a lot of wounds. Wow, they have a lot of wounds on them. They are devastated. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he snaked that too. Let's see. They are at. They're over. They're devastated, that unit. So I don't know what's going on there. More wounds on. Oh yeah. Sorry, he's shooting me. That's right. Uh, he's. Oh, my knights only did 8 wounds in the last turn too. By the way, I got to catch up. So yeah, shooting goes off. These guys are going to be dead. More shooting here. These guys are up to 8 wounds, and still can't get anything onto my mage other than the wounds that I've done in Hex. And yeah, they're dead. And look at this. Oh, the rabble killed. The rabble killed my Silver Breeze or my Stormwind Cav. They had a lot of wounds. You know, that was going to happen. I couldn't heal them. My heals were been separated. Does some more shooting in my Dracon, gets them up to 7 wounds. Like now, the pieces are starting to fall. Right. Um, losing units. My two main units are there and they're fighting, but there's still a lot of like little pieces that I can't get to, and I only have so much shooting that can go. As you can see, I brought my Dragon Breath into the woods there on my turn. So yeah, other wounds. Oh, nothing of consequence. I guess we'll see in the next turn. See how many wounds I have there. Turns into my turn 4, and yeah, I'm doing some wounds here. Got some wounds on his mage, but just not enough to like really put it to him. That's what that side looks like. Down here, I think what I had to do, I had to turn my Blizzard Mage to finish off this Cav. So even with only Blizzard 2 at this point because of being devastated, I was able to take his Cav off. That's great. Way Dancer has 4 wounds on her. And the other problem with this was the Dracon couldn't fit in again. Like it was such a good play and such a silly play on my part. The Dracon could not get in to anything, so they're just sitting there like sitting ducks. He positioned everything really good in the backfield here. I can't fit here. I can't dual charge because I can't push that unit over. I can't get his BSB. I can't get this unit. So just some great positioning by my opponent there, as you can see. And these guys were in range, but it's like I take a hindered, right? Hindered charge. Maybe I don't even pop him. He fights back or withdraws, and then I have rock lobbers right there. I felt like that was risky. Maybe I should have done it and faced back this way to put more pressure on this flank, but I don't know, man. It didn't feel great. I did pop his unit and move forward to kind of block these guys up, but yeah, that's rough. Not looking great. Gabo, turn 5. Yep, piecemeal, one at a time. Charges in there. He's back in on my mage, of course. These guys, great charge here. He saw my BSB, my battle standard, and charges him. They only have 4 wounds on him. He doesn't have any, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. When I killed the unit that I snaked, had to finish them off, I repositioned like such, and let's see. He decides not to take anybody in. No more rabble, no Luggets, because he got a mage, 2 maw pups, a mage, another mage if he wants. So he has alchemist curses coming at me. He's this is where this list that he's running shines. Like once those lines get together and uh, he has a lot of close range shooting. It's kind of like my list isn't. My list is similar in a way with my dragon breath. Like you get close and I start unloading. Um, anyway, I start blasting. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it does a lot of wounds. 13 wounds here, not enough to waiver them, but yeah, that's a chunk of wounds, and I don't have any heal now, so that's unfortunate. My Dracon do take some more damage. They're up to 9 wounds. It's getting scary. My Way Dancer is dead. He positions his rabble like such, and then next turn, or no, that's actually not even next turn. This is, I think. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So let's go back here just 1 second. When he kills Way Dancer, he gets the overrun, hits that corner. He's in the leader point is in the flank, so he's able to flank the Dracon and he pops the Dracon. Yeah, that positioning with Way Dancer was not good. So yeah, now it's looking now it's looking pretty bleak for the elves. Yeah, that's a bummer. And my BSB is dead from one rabble unit through the woods. That's unlucky, but it wasn't a flank, and individuals can get flanked now. Makes sense. Um, Only gets about 2 wounds here. And going on, he has 3 minutes left. My turn 5, and I charge back. I charge this unit that has the 6 wounds on it. I need to. I mean, I'm gonna have this unit in flank. So my idea was to try to. This unit has 10 wounds on it. I bring the mage over. My dragon breath. I'm trying to get these guys wavered so that when I reform, I don't have to take a rear charge. I can face either the Luggets or try to get in a position where I might be able to get these guys in my front also. But I mean, these wounds are starting to really wear. I don't think that unit is long for this world at this point. Do. I do that. I kill that unit off. I have to make a decision here. I think I put these guys in the flank. I don't know why at this point. Um, Over here, I let these guys in this flank, and these guys are like flank like that. So yeah, that's that's not a great place to be in Palace Guard. Like, yeah, I was hoping that. And I mean, we could go back a couple of turns and determine where these guys should have been. Um, but yeah, it's looking rough. And it goes to his turn 6, and he charges Luggets into the flank to rabble here, rabble on his side, and this rabble just stays put. Um, so at this stage of the game, Steve only has 3 minutes left, and he has a lot of shooting, and he's frantically trying to get his shooting done. I said, "Look, Steve, like just don't worry about it. Like roll out your dice, make sure that we're seeing everything, making sure that you get your turn. I'm like I'm gonna let you get to combat. Make sure you get to combat, and then if we have a turn 7, you don't have any time left. But like let's get through 6. Like you deserve to roll this combat. Like there's no reason to rush through." Because like I want to see the rolls too. I'm invested in this game. I want to be excited about the ebb and flow of dice. So that was great. We were able to finish off turn 6, and he was able to kill that unit and kill my other unit. Is dead. Everybody's dead, and the gobos are in the center, and goes to my turn 6. So now I'm just trying to get unit strength in as much as I can. I think these guys even had to march. I do have Pathfinder to just get into the center. That if it ends now, I have 2, 4, 5, 6 unit strength to his 12. I think at this point. Now, if it goes to turn 7, he's not going to be able to do anything to me, which is great because I can give up flanks or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to be able to try to shoot anything off the table that has enough wounds on it that I can like get it to its nerve value to pop it or remove it. Try to remove as much as I can if it goes to turn 7, and I roll and I only get a 2. I I don't win if it goes to turn 7. It would just be like tournament points at that point. But yeah, what a game. I mean, Cabos are in such good position, man. Steve played really well, capitalized on my mistakes. What what I've learned in this game over 10 years of playing and playing at a high level, at some points, like games can come down to a single mistake, and like you can't make mistakes like this. Not against top tier players. So what ended up happening? I ended up killing 1,405 points. Is that right? I think so. And he killed 910, and he had 12 unit strength in the middle to my 6 and dominate. Absolutely awesome game. I was so happy to get a game with Steve. It's been a while since we played. I actually had thought it was a good omen because I think when I won the Pilgrimage GT, I think he was my first opponent, and he was playing Goblins at the time, and I was playing Elves, and I was like, maybe this is a sign. But instead, Steve gets the upper hand, and yeah, definitely wins. He played great. That was a blast. That was round 1. There is a lot of great games coming up. I got 4 more battle reports to do. Thank you all for joining me. Some people came up to me at the GT and said how much they enjoyed these battle reports, and it warms my heart and soul and makes me keep wanting to do them. So I thank you all. Thank you for spending time with me and watching, and we'll catch you on the next one coming soon.